Alright folks, we're going to do a little experiment here. I'm going to try to explain to you how to solve all the problems that you need to do. You're going to do a Quizizz for review over the holiday, over the Thanksgiving holiday, in order to be prepared for a test when we come back. So I'm going to walk you through this. So rewrite 3 to the power of 4 equals 81 in log form. So all I want you to do is rearrange this guy. I wonder, I guess I can't write on it, but let's try this. I'm going to go, let's see here, 3 to the power of 4 equals 81. Hopefully some of you folks recall the Weingarten World, and it says that we just kind of rewrite it as a log in this order. We write this guy as log base 3, because this is a base, of 81, 3 and then 81 of 81, and then that must be equal to the next thing, which is 4. And so by rewriting, by using the Weingarten World, we can rewrite as a log. Also remember, logarithms are exponents, and therefore this guy should be equal to the exponent. Again, another way to look at this is, what power do we need to raise 3 to get 81? It's 4, and so therefore this guy must have a value of 4. Alright, that looks like, let's see here, this answer here, so let's see if I got it right. Yay, look how good I am. Woo, Mr. W, yeah, I rock. Okay, let's see if I can do another one. Let's try and see how this one looks. So change to exponential form. So log base 6 of 36 equals 2. Let's try the Weingarten World once again, except with a log. It's a little, it's kind of the same thing, but with logs. So we then say 6 raised to the power of 2 must equal 36. And again, anytime you're looking at a log, you should be thinking of it this way, that 6 to what power gets me 36, and it must be 2. So 6 to the power of 2 equals 36. Alright, that looks like this guy right here. I am hot, I am on a streak. Let's keep it going. I got 25 questions to get through. I wonder how long this is going to take. So far, 2 minutes for 2 questions. I'm going to try to go a little faster this next time. Come on. Alright. Rewrite in exponential form. So log base p of t equals m. I'm just going to use Weingarten World and just rewrite it like this. So it'll be p to the power of m equals t. You're going to see something like this on your test, so hopefully you get good at it. That went a little faster. Yay, I'm ranked number 1. Woo! Okay. Okay, so then we got to evaluate. So what is the value of this log? Well, the thing is we have to ask ourselves, what power of 2 gets us 64? And if we can answer that question, that is the value of this log. So it turns out if I raise 2 to the power of 3, I get 8. If I raise 2 to the power of 5, I get 32. If I raise 2 to the power of 6, I get 64. So I'm going with C. Yes! Woo! Feeling good. Feeling pretty happy about myself here. Okay, in this guy, we're going to use the property of equality for logs, and the property of equality of log says that if I have log of this and it equals log of that, then this must equal that. So we simply write it out like this: 4x minus 5 equals 2x minus 1, and then we solve. So the rest of it's kind of a no-brainer for you guys, but just for the heck, just for fun, I'm gonna do one more. Add 5 to both sides, we get 4. X equals 2, and therefore I'm gonna go like that. Oh, I did goof up. I should have stopped and reflected for a moment to check and see whether I thought that was an extraneous solution. Okay, let's take a look at this. We want to know what log base 4 of 1 is. Well, what power of 4 gets me 1? That's 0. I'm just going for it. Okay, hopefully you're doing as well as me. Okay, what power... Okay, when I see a log all by itself, do you know what the base is? Think to yourself, what is it? Pause the video if you must. I'm going to tell you in a second. Well, it's base 10, of course. So, oh, and there's a special name for this type of log. Do you know the name? I'm going to tell you in a second. Pause the video. Okay, the name of this type of log with a base 10 is called common log. And so we have to ask ourselves, 10 to what power gets us -1? So maybe we can play around with that a little bit. 10, let's see, to the power of 1 gets us 10. 10 to the power of -1 gets us 1 over 10. That's a positive number. That's not negative. What else could it be? Maybe what about 10 to the power of 1/2? Well, that's like square root of 10, and I'm not really sure what it is, but it's not a negative number. I don't think there is a way to do it, so I'm going to say does not exist. Yay! Okay, we saw a problem like this a minute ago. We do property of equality of logs. If we have log of this and it equals log of that, then this must equal that. Only true if these bases are the same. In this case, the bases are the same, so we can go ahead and we can write it out. It's going to be 4x minus 7 equals x plus 5. And so 3x equals 12, so x equals 4. Yeah! Rocking the house. Okay, and this one is what power of 3 gets us 81. Hopefully you've been practicing this over and over again. If we raise 3 to the power of 4, we get 81. Should know common powers like 5 to the power of 3 is 125, 4 to the power of 3 is 64. Expand this logarithm. Okay, so if we want to expand a log, what we do, well, in this case, since we have 7 times x, we're going to use the product property. And since it's log base 10, if you don't mind, I'm not going to write the 10, but log of 7 times x is the same as log of 7 plus log of x. That's pretty well expanded. That's not bad. And it looks like it matches this guy down here. Okay, let's see what we can do. I'm going to do problem 11, and we're 7 minutes in, so hopefully this won't go much longer. Expand this guy. Let's take a look. So if we want to expand, again, it's 2 times x times y squared, so that's how we'll expand. So it's going to be log. It's base 2. I'm not going to write the 2 to save myself some time, but in the end we'll put the 2 back. So it's 2xy squared. That's a y. And so we get log of 2 plus log of x plus log of y squared. Unfortunately, that option is not here. We have no log of y squared. It turns out when we have a 2 as an exponent over here, we can rewrite this guy as 2 log y. So let's see here. It's log base 2 of 2 plus log base 2 of x plus 2 times log base 2 of y. Again, remember, I was wimpy, and I was too lazy to put in these base 2's. But they should be there. So I believe it's this guy. Alright, yay! Let's keep it going. We are doing this, people. Okay, now we got to expand a log, but this time we have a division involved. So it's going to be something like x cubed divided by y to the 4th. That can be rewritten as a subtraction, and we use the quotient property of logarithms for that. That's worth looking up to make sure you know what it is. And it goes something like this. And it does say expand, so we're going to try to expand to the max. This is not expanded enough. In fact, it almost looks like a trick question here, because I think this is one of the answers if I look. Yeah, see, it's right there. But that's not expanded enough. We want to expand fully. So we got to get those exponents out in front. So let's do that. It'll be 3 log of x minus 4 log of y. And again, I just get kind of lazy. I don't like always writing all those bases, but base 7, base 7. I think this guy looks like it. Always, before you press that button, always say a prayer. Okay, let's hope this is correct. Oh yeah. I don't know whether it's really so important that you say a prayer, but at a bare min, you should probably take a chance and breathe and relax and make sure you know what you're doing before you just press. Okay, so express is a single log. Well, it is a single log, but they want us to compress this more than it already is. So we'll rewrite it as log of 2 to the 5th power. We take this 5, make it into the exponent. That is not one of our options. Oh, wait, yes it is. 2 to the 5th power is 32. Tricky, tricky. Okay. All right, express is a single log, so we got to combine these guys together. So when we do, it's a subtraction, so we'll change it into, we'll make the arguments into a quotient. This is the quotient property. Again, probably worthwhile to study your properties. And if you do, you'll see that we get something like this. If we actually divide, this turns into 3, so log base 3 of 3 looks good. This one's a little trickier. You have to realize that this log is a certain base, and then you have to figure out, well, what do you do with that? So we'll do it in several steps. It's going to be log, technically, of 1. I can never remember what that 0.001 is, so I think to myself, 0.1 is like 1 over 10. 0.01 must be the next one up, 1 over 100, so therefore 0.001 must be 1 over 1000. Not a bad way to go at it. Now the problem here is that it's log base 10. 10 to what power gets you this? Well, I don't know, but I can rewrite that 1000 like this. It's 1 over 1000, so that's the same as 1000 to the negative 1 power. That is the same as 1 over 1000. Now, I still am maybe not quite sure what's going on there. I can rewrite that 1000 as 10 to the 3rd power, so it's really 10 to the negative 3 power. So it's log base 10 of 10 to the negative 3. So if I evaluate this, I have to say 10 to what power gets me this, and it must be the negative 3 power. That's some good stuff. Okay, next answer, next question. We're at question 16, 12 minutes in. We're not doing too badly. We're going to make it through this. So here, log base 7 of 343, we have to ask ourselves what power of 7 gets us 343. 7 to the power of 1 gets us 7, so it's not 1. 7 to the power of 49 I think is too big. 7 to the power of 7 I think is too big. I think it's 7 to the power of 3. Probably worth trying on the calculator, but I'm just going to go for it. Yay! Woohoo! Okay, so then, let's do the Weingarten World here. Log of x equals negative 3, and we whirl it up. We take this base 10 and then raise it to the power of negative 3 and say it equals x. So x equals 10 to the negative 3. Now, unfortunately, I don't see the answer here. And here I see 2 answers, so I'm not sure what's going on there at all. That probably needs to be fixed up. X is definitely not 10 and x is definitely not 3. It looks like this we just said a minute ago is 1 over 10 to the 3. And if you do that on your calculator, I think you get 0.001. Now, if you want to get the most out of this review when you go to do the Quizizz, you should definitely be doing the work and talking to yourself like I am. Don't just press the buttons randomly, please. Alright, anyways, this next guy here, we will do Weingarten World, of course. And when we do, we can see that this will be 3 to the power of 2 equals 4x. And so that gets us x equals 9 divided by 4, and that looks like this guy right here. Be careful about this one. Some people think that can be reduced down to 3 over 2. It cannot. if we could divide the top and bottom by the same number, we could reduce. Is taking the square root of the top and the bottom is not a legal move. Okay, next one. Oh, let's do things a little bit differently. I got a few more to go, and I want to get in this new technique. We could do the Weingarten World, and you're welcome to try it. But we're going to do a slightly different technique just to get in this practice. I'm just going to take the log of both sides of this equation. I'm using the property of equality of logs, which says that, well, essentially it's the old rule. It's okay to do it as long as I do the same thing to both sides of the equation. Now, that doesn't apply to everything, but certainly if we add 3 to both sides, that's a legal move. If we multiply both sides by 5, that's a legal move. If we square root both sides, that's a legal move. It turns out we can take the log of both sides, and that's a legal move. This statement is still equivalent to the one above. It's due to the property of equality of logs. Now, once we've done this, the magic of it is this x gets to pop over here. And remember, it is the x that we're trying to get all by itself. So, then we divide both sides by this, and we get log 17 over log of 7. Now, I have no idea which one of these answers matches up, so we might need to use the calculator. Let me pause. Okay, log 17 divided by log. So we'll do 17, and we'll take the log of that, and then we'll divide by 7, and then we'll take the log of that, and supposedly we get 0.845. Oh, maybe I still need to hit the equal sign, so I'll go ahead and hit that. Ah, that's better. Now it matches one of these answers. Now, the other thing we can do to double check is we can raise 7 to this power, and then we can check and see if we get 17. So it's about 1.45, which is pretty different from the rest of these. So I'm just going to say 7, and then I'll press this button, and then I'll do 1.45. Again, I did this button in case you didn't catch it. And then I say equals. And that gets me 16.8, which is not too far off from 17, so yay. Okay, so I believe it's going to be this guy. All right, let's keep it going. Okay, next. All right, so we could again do the Weingarten World, or we could do this new technique that I'm just showing you. We could go ahead and do log of 5 to the power of 2x equals log of 37, and then we get, this will be 2x. Whoa, do not know what's happening there. Oh, whoops, I'm trying to use the mouse at the same time as the rest, so that did not work very well. Let's undo those last few. Okay, so log of 37. So we get 2x equals log of 37 divided by log of 5. And so we'll get a number, and then we'll divide that number by 2. So log of 37 divided by 5 log equals, and then we divide that number by 2. And that gets us 1.12, which looks an awful lot like this guy over here. Hey, not bad, not bad. Alright, let's see what the next one is. Oh, I may have just accidentally clicked on one. I may have ripped you guys off. Let's try again. What's happening? Alright, had a little trouble there for a second, but I'm back. Okay, so the next thing is, if log of 2 equals a and log of 3 equals b, then log of 6 must equal what? Well, it's one of these things. Now, it looks like they're saying 2 times b, so 2 times b would be 2 times log of 3. So is 2 times log of 3 the same as log of 6? That's what we got to ask ourselves. 2 times log of 3. The best we could do is rewrite this as log base 3, log of 3 raised to the second power, and that'd be log of 9. Well, log of 9 is not log of 6, so 2b cannot be correct. And then a times b is log of 2 times log of 3. And I'm not sure quite exactly what that is. We haven't really talked about it. I mean, I guess we could do it on the calculator. I'm kind of curious to see. So log of 2 times log of 3. So we'll do 2 log times 3 log and get an answer, and about 0.14, and then we'll do log of 6 and see what it is. Log 0.77 or something. Let me cancel this out. 6 log. I think it's 0.77. So that's not 0.14. So definitely this cannot be correct. And then 3 times log 2. That looks like that could be close. 3 times log 2 could be rewritten as 3 times a log 2 to the 3rd power, and that's log of 8. That's not log 6. So we're kind of down to this. And so why does a plus b work? Well, if I have log of 2 plus log of 3, that is the same as log of 2 times 3. Look it up. It's called the product property. Make sure you know how to use it and you know what to call it, so you can tell all your friends. Okay, I'm on question 21. We're at 21 minutes now. Sorry about that. It's taken a little longer than I thought, but hopefully it's good for you. Here we go. This one, I'm going to try something really funny this time. I'm going to try exponentiate. So I'm going to take make 10 a big base, and I'll raise it to the power of log of x, and set that equal to the big base of 10 raised to 100. And then what we do is this. We say these two cancel because it's 10 to the power of log base 10. So that just gets us x equals 10 to the power of 100. You could do Weingarten World, and I recommend you try it, but it looks to me like it should be this. And by the way, that's a really big number. Do you know what the name of this number is? It's actually called Google. It's not spelled like the search engine you use, but it's called Google. It's a 1 followed by 100 zeros. All right, next. Let's see what we got. Okay, now we're going to condense. Sorry this is so small here. I hope you can see it. Might take me a moment to write. So I'm going to condense. So it says 4 log base 2 of x. So I'm going to change that into log base 2 of x to the power of 4. I sort of take that 4 and tuck it in with the x. 5 times log base 2 of y. So I'll make that plus log base 2 of y to the 5th power. I take the 5 from in front and put it here, and then just plus log base 2 of z, it looks like. So that one I cannot condense, but then I can start putting these guys together. And it turns out, since they're all being added, I can just do this. It's going to be log base 2 of x to the 4th, y to the 5th, z. Because when I add logs together, it's the same as having one log with the arguments multiplied. Now, if I look at my options here, I can't read them very easily, but A looks wrong and D looks wrong. It looks like it's either B or C. And what I see, oh, this is really bad. Oh, I'm going to need to think about this. Oh, thank goodness. I just figured out that if I click on the image, it actually makes it bigger, so thank God for that. And now I can see more clearly. They put the z in front, and then the y to the 5th, and then the x to the 4th. So A looks like the best answer, so I'm going for it. Okay. Let's try this one. Again, they want us to condense. So I'm gonna do it 2 steps. So it's gonna be log base 7 of v to the 6th. I just took the 6 and made it the exponent for the v. Let me show you. And then we're still adding to that log base 7 of u. And then we combine those two together using product property of logs. So it's u times v to the 6th, all with base 7. U times v to the 6th, it looks like it's d. I would so love it if you guys could do all these on your own after watching this. Oh, I accidentally clicked again. So I'm not sure whether it's going to give me another chance at that. I'm going to hit the back screen, and then I'm going to hit the forward screen. because last time it seemed to work. Otherwise, I got to go back. Oh, yay! That actually worked. Cool. Okay, so then, oh, here they want us to match this with one of these, and it looks like we've got to expand. And so I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this as let's see here, log base 3 of a minus log base 3 of b cubed. And we can expand it a little bit more. That's a b, sorry. We can expand it a little bit more by putting this 3 out in front. So it'll be minus 3 log base 3 of b. And still log base 3 of a. So log base 3 of a minus log base 3 of b. Answer D. Let's try. Yay! We did it! We did it! Woo! I'm number 1. Okay, and you guys are done. So you've watched your video. Hopefully you took notes. Now go do the quizzes on your own. Don't cheat though. Don't look at your notes. This was supposed to be for you to remember and learn. I now want you to try it on your own without looking at your notes. See if you can take the quiz and get as many right as possible. And I'm only going to grade you for your effort, not for accuracy. So don't worry, don't stress out. I want you to practice and get ready for this test on Tuesday. Hey, have a happy Thanksgiving, folks.